Frank Luntz is a Republican strategist and CBS News contributor. He's been talking with members of Congress about their plans for the new year and joins us at the table. Good to see you, Frank Luntz.
Pleasure.
So you're called a Republican strategist. Did you talk to members on both sides of the aisle?
Yes, I did. And actually, I think the Democratic response is more interesting, particularly in the Senate. They're the ones that are going to determine whether or not Donald Trump can get 60 votes, which is what he will need to replace Obamacare, what he will need for tax reform. There's something called reconciliation, which is a complicated process which requires a budget to be passed, and you can repeal Obamacare through reconciliation, and that is a simple majority vote. But for almost everything else that Donald Trump wants, he needs 60 votes, and that means 8 Democrats have to break party ranks. There are about a dozen who are more independent, who are willing to buck their leadership. The question is, how far do they go? Will this be like 1980 with Ronald Reagan, where he got a considerable number of Democrats in both the House and Senate, or will it be closer to what Obama had to face when Republicans basically presented a wall and did not cooperate?
Because the Obama administration certainly didn't think they got cooperation. Do you think the Democrats are indicating to you that they're willing to cooperate?
They're nervous about it. They're nervous because they think that there could be retribution from their own colleagues in the Senate, and they're nervous about the backlash. We are approaching Christmas, but there's no Christmas spirit in politics right now.
Do I remember that Republicans were upset when Obama talked about using reconciliation?
Yes. and the amazing thing is that politics, it repeats itself. So the question is, do you have a Bill Clinton situation where he and Republicans got along? Do you have a Reagan, Tip O'Neill situation? Or do you have Obama Republican situation where it didn't work?
Well, let's back up a minute. Republicans control the presidency and both houses of Congress.
And the governors and the legislatures.
In 70 years, Republicans have only done that 6 of those 70 years. They have an enormous opportunity to push their agenda that they want through this. Can they get it done? What will they get done in the first 100 days?
Well, let me take that a step further, which is you could see the entire reshaping of the American government. No one is talking about this right now, but governors want to take on more authority, and they want the tax revenue with it. But you're looking at welfare, a transfer of welfare from the federal to the states, Medicaid, education, transportation. On issue after issue, the governors are saying, give us a chance, let's make politics more local, provided that they get the money.
In the House, under Speaker Paul Ryan, many policy wonks who have wanted for years, who have been working on tax reform, who have been working on immigration reform, can those things get done? Or is the Republican Party going to lose that opportunity because of infighting?
Well, they can get it done in the House. And you're right, there are differences on immigration policy, on budget policy, on taxes. The question is, can it get through the Senate? In the end, the House will pass everything in 100 days. Can it get passed?
I'm looking for a quick answer here. When will the new president select a Supreme Court justice?
It will be within the first 2 weeks. I believe it will be within the first 2 weeks, and I think there will actually be 2 picks within the next year based on who's hiring clerks and who isn't.
Thank you, Frank.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Frank, thank you.